You spotted one cockroach in your kitchen, then another one near the sink. Now you're finding them behind your fridge, under your cabinets, near your trash. If you spot one or two cockroaches during the day, there are probably hundreds more hiding in your walls. Cockroaches are nocturnal and avoid light. Seeing them in daylight usually means the population is so large that some are forced out of hiding. This is a sign of a serious infestation. The good news is you do not need to call an exterminator or use harsh chemical sprays. You can get rid of a cockroach infestation on your own with 3 natural solutions and a simple prevention routine. I will guide you through each step. Let's get started. The most common mistake is grabbing a can of spray. You spray the ones you see and the roaches scatter. A week later, the problem is even worse. You spray again, but nothing changes. Here's what's really going on. Cockroaches can become resistant to chemical pesticides over time. When you spray, you kill only the weakest ones. The strongest survive, breed, and pass on their resistance. Eventually, the spray stops working. Also, spray only kills the roaches you can see. It does not reach inside walls, under floors, or behind cabinets. The colony remains untouched. The right approach tackles the problem from 2 sides. First, use methods cockroaches cannot resist to eliminate the current population. Second, remove all the reasons they want to stay in your home. We will cover both of these today. Method 1. Diatomaceous earth. Many people consider this the most effective natural cockroach killer available. It feels like soft flour when you touch it, but for a cockroach, it is very different. Under a microscope, diatomaceous earth is made of tiny, razor-sharp particles. When a cockroach walks through the powder, these particles cut through the thin, waxy layer on its body. This layer keeps moisture inside the insect. Once it is damaged, the cockroach loses water quickly, dehydrates, and dies within a few days. This is a physical process, not a chemical one. Cockroaches cannot become resistant to it. The particles will always cut through their shell. Here's how to use it. Apply a very thin, almost invisible layer. It should look like a light dusting, not a pile. Put it in dark corners, under your refrigerator and oven, behind your dishwasher, under your sink, and along the backs of kitchen cabinets. A common mistake is using too much. If the layer is thick, cockroaches will just walk around it. They can sense and avoid a visible pile. Aim for a layer so thin that they do not notice it. Always choose food-grade diatomaceous earth. It is safe to use around your family and pets. Do not use industrial or pool grade. Reapply every few weeks and after any cleaning or contact with water, since moisture deactivates the powder. Method 2. Boric acid and sugar bait. Boric acid is a natural mineral compound. When cockroaches eat it, it acts as a stomach poison, disrupts their metabolism, and kills them within a few days. However, cockroaches will not eat boric acid on its own. It has no scent or taste to attract them. So you need to mix it with something that attracts them. Mix equal parts boric acid and white sugar. The sugar attracts the roaches. As they eat the sugar, the boric acid sticks to their legs, body, and antennae. Later, when they groom themselves, they ingest the poison. There is also a secondary kill effect. Cockroaches are scavengers, so when one dies from boric acid, others will feed on the body and get poisoned too. One small bait station can affect an entire colony over several weeks. Put the mixture in small, shallow jar lids or bottle caps. Place them behind the toilet, under the kitchen sink, in cabinet corners, and behind large appliances. A quick safety note. While boric acid is much less toxic than commercial pesticides, it is still a mineral compound. Keep bait stations out of reach of children and pets. Method 3. Baking soda and sugar. If you want a completely kitchen-safe option you can use tonight, just check your pantry. Mix equal parts baking soda and sugar in a small bowl. Spoon the mixture into shallow jar lids or any small flat container. Here's how this method works. The sugar attracts the cockroach to the bait. When it eats the baking soda and then drinks water, a chemical reaction happens inside its digestive system. Baking soda creates gas, but cockroaches cannot release it as mammals do. The buildup damages their digestive system and kills them within a few days. Place the lids wherever you have seen cockroach activity. This method works more slowly than boric acid, but it is completely safe for children and pets, costs almost nothing, and uses ingredients you already have. If you need something right away, start with this while you gather the other materials. Preventions. Eliminate water sources. Natural solutions alone will not solve the problem for good. You also need to remove what attracted the cockroaches to your home in the first place. Cockroaches need three things to survive: food, water, and shelter. Your goal is to remove all three. Start with water. This is the most important step. A cockroach can live for up to a month without food, but only a few days without water. Water is their most critical need. Every night before bed, dry your sinks completely and wipe them with a cloth. Fix any slow leaks under your sink. Even a small drip can provide enough water for a large colony. Empty your pet's water bowl at night and refill it in the morning. This simple habit puts real pressure on any cockroach population in your home within the first week. Next, cut off their access to food. Cockroaches will eat almost anything: crumbs on the counter, grease behind the stove, pet food left out overnight, an open cereal box, or even a thin film of grease on kitchen surfaces. All of this is food for them. Store all dry goods, grains, cereals, and pet food in airtight glass or hard plastic containers. Cardboard boxes and thin plastic bags will not stop cockroaches as they can chew right through them. Wipe down your counters every night, especially around the stovetop and the backsplash behind it. Greasy buildup in these areas is one of the biggest attractants for cockroaches. Do not leave dishes in the sink overnight. Rinse them or put them straight into the dishwasher. Take out your garbage every night or use a garbage bin with a tight-fitting lid. An open garbage bag in your kitchen is a feast for a roach colony.
The third step is to seal their entry points. This is a step most people skip, but it is also one of the most important. Cockroaches move through a hidden network of cracks and gaps in your walls. They travel between apartments, under floors, and through gaps around plumbing pipes. These are their highways. Buy a tube of silicone caulk from a hardware store. Seal cracks along your baseboards and gaps around wall outlets and light switches. Pay special attention to the areas under your kitchen and bathroom sinks where pipes enter the wall. These are main entry points. This is a project you can do over a weekend. Just one afternoon with a caulk gun can greatly reduce the number of new roaches entering your home. Myth bust: essential oils. Before we finish, let's talk about something you may have seen online. Peppermint oil, citrus spray, bay leaves, and cedar oil are often mentioned in articles and videos as natural remedies for cockroach infestations. These methods do not work. These scents are mild repellents. Cockroaches dislike strong smells, so they avoid the area where the oil is placed. But they do not leave your home, they just move to another room. You have not solved the problem, you have only moved it. If you follow all these steps consistently, you will notice a big drop in cockroach activity within the first week. In 3 to 4 weeks, you can completely eliminate an infestation without using any chemical sprays. That is the whole system.